What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Girls Room. I have the two OGs, Taylor and Sam, and our newest host, Cole Tucker.
Woo-hoo. Nice to be here. Thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
I mean, Cole, you specifically asked to be a part of The Girls Room, so I think we are all honored for you to be here.
Mm-hmm. I'm honored to be in the girls' room. This is awesome. I didn't realize how big of a deal in the office it would be. Everyone was chomping at the bit to be the fourth girls' room host, but I'm honored to be here, and it's awesome.
Well, we're happy you're here. So we always start off the show by talking about our weekend. So Sam, how was your past week? Actually, how was your week? Because we just talked on Tuesday.
My week has been good.
That doesn't seem confident.
Why did that sound so fake?
Yeah, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what's happened the last 3 days of my life. I know the Yankees have lost 2 games.
So you're okay.
So I mean, I certainly could be better.
That's true. Okay.
And today was just like such a weird day, but I'm well. I'm well.
Taylor, how's your week been?
Good. Can't complain. Again, I also don't really know what day it is. I don't know who's playing tonight.
Yankees
I just
lost.
know that, Yankees lost. We know that. No, good. We're officially more than halfway through the postseason already, which is crazy.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
probably in the same boat as you
Yeah.
guys. I have no idea what day it is. So Cole, bring us home with how was your week and weekend?
Yeah.
My week was awesome. Weekend's just starting. I was just in Hawaii last week on vacation.
That works.
I got home, played some golf, beat on my drums all week. I'm enjoying myself. October's awesome. Off season's awesome. It's great to be here. Weekend is going well so far.
That's true. So I think that might be something a lot of people don't know about you is that avid drummer. How'd you get into that?
I was a young, impressionable child when School of Rock and Drumline came out, great drum movies.
Yeah.
And just like growing up and going to church and stuff, I was always like fixated on the drummer. And then for my 9th birthday, I'd had enough of like my drum fantasies, and I asked for a drum set for Christmas. Got one, and I've been annoying my neighbors ever since.
Nice. I love that.
That's great.
You guys ever play any musical instruments growing up?
Oh, I've played them all. I went through such a phase.
Sam is on one today.
No.
I love it.
Wait, what?
I when I was younger, I played every sport. I tried every instrument. Like I just did random stuff, and my parents would encourage me to do everything that I tried.
Good parent.
So like in middle school, you had to be in band, and I played the flute. And then I had a drum set at one point in my life. I did drums. We had to do piano lessons. I did guitar lessons. Yeah. I don't know why I have tried anything and everything.
What do you like?
Nothing.
Like, not a single one.
Not a single thing. I think I hated piano lessons because I had to take the lessons and I didn't want to. Gotcha. I can play half of Mary Had a Little Lamb, and that's all that I got. My sister can play one Christmas Carol.
Piano is tough. I did piano for 8 years, 7.5, 8 years, something like that. And practicing is
Hard.
So hard.
I bet.
Taylor, did you play any musical instruments?
I played the drums for 2 years in middle school band.
No shit.
And then my dad found like a drum set on like Craigslist or some shit and brought it home, and my mom was like, "You've got to be kidding me." And it just turned into like anytime we had sleepovers, like our friends were just banging on it at 8 a.m. and like I never used it. And I was done after 2 years. I'm not musical at all.
Oh.
I wish I was, but it's not for me.
Anytime you guys are at my house, my drums are open to you. Anytime.
Oof.
Play.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Jam.
We should do Jolly in Arizona next year.
Oh,
Jolly.
And
yeah.
Jack, Jack from We Got Ice, big drummer.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he told me that because he actually mentioned that Cole is a good drummer. He was like, yeah, we could have a drum off if it like ever works out. And I was like, why did I not know this about you?
Yeah, we
should
What?
Jolly.
Yeah, Jolly, Jack from Ice, and you next year in Arizona.
Let's do it.
That'd be so fun.
100%.
For sure going to be a thing. Well, perfect. Glad we're already making plans for
Making
2023. Let's go. Okay, before we dive into the two fun segments, we got to talk about the obvious segments, sports. That's why we're all here. Playoffs. Okay, we're over halfway through. We have survived as John Boy employees. You have survived as a baseball player, baseball fan. Cole, I'll start with you. What is your take on how postseason is going so far? Any shocks? Any surprises? Knew that was going to happen.
A ton of shocks. Very surprised that the Dodgers aren't in it. Very surprised that the Phillies are in it. I feel like they just keep proving everyone wrong every day by the day. But it's been fun and entertaining, and the game's been awesome, and there's a lot of homers, which is sweet. I've been enjoying it. I've kind of been rooting for the Padres to beat the Phillies. I'm rooting for the Yankees to beat the Astros. But like after last night, I'm like kind of preparing myself to just like cheer for Dusty Baker to win a ring before he hangs him up. But game 3, anything can happen. But it's been awesome so far. What do you guys got?
So I do want to start with this kind of awkward topic. Taylor and I have been saying that the Dodgers are not that great of a team since the beginning of season.
Okay.
We took like potentially the hottest take of all time
Literally.
and just
very hot.
and just stuck it out.
Yeah, like beginning of MLB season, came on this show and was like, look, I think the Dodgers are the Lakers of the MLB. That was and Taylor was like, yeah, like I agree. And so we've been in this rowboat the entire time. It's a rowboat analogy. We've just been like tugging along because they are the most talented team on paper, without
Hands
a doubt.
down. Yeah, hands. They have like Hall of Famers on there, like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
A
So
bunch
the
of them.
Cardinals too. But
True.
I thought they were gonna go deeper. That was kind of.
We were rooting for them too.
We were.
Totally.
Yeah.
How could you not be?
Yeah.
But especially with all the guys they have kind of on
Yeah.
the out now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You're right, and you look really smart now. I'm sure you guys were like partying in the
They
girls'
were.
Oh
room.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we had people like in the comments throughout the end of season that were like, "You guys are basically the dumbest people on face," and we're like, we're gonna stand by it because we can't.
I was
take
like,
it
we
back.
might be.
We might
but
be.
Totally.
We're gonna ride it out.
I like that though.
And
What just as a baseball player, why do we think the Dodgers, who have so much talent, keep failing in the postseason?
Man, I don't know. I mean, you only know if you're in there in that locker room, really.
Right.
But just because the game's hard and anyone can win a series, like
It's true.
I have this thought about the playoffs, and I've never played in the playoffs, but like anything can happen. Like the Royals could have got in, or the Orioles could have got in, or the Pirates could have got in. Anyone could have won. It just goes to show you anyone can. It's all about getting hot at the right time. And the Phillies are hot right now. The Padres are hot right now. The Astros are hot right now. We're waiting on the Yankees to get hot right now. But it's just about momentum and feeling yourself at the right time. Whoever wins the World Series is whoever was feeling the sexiest all October. Like it's not.
true.
I don't think it's about who has the most talent, or else the Dodgers would win probably every year.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Speaking of Yankees trying to get hot, Sam, as our resident Yankee fan on the girls' room, how are you feeling?
I was texting my cousin and my uncle last night because we have a group chat, and my cousin Lane was like, how must win is this game? So before game 2, and I said like 75%. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get swept, but it would just feel hell of a lot better coming into the Bronx not down 0-2 and having one win. And obviously that didn't happen. I don't think anyone thought we were going to win game 1 with Tyone against Verlander. And then like Tyone did good, much better than I thought or anyone thought. And then I think it's almost as if they went into it being like, oh, we're not going to win. So like even though we're doing great, like which they do all the time. Oh, we're still just going to stick to the same pitchers, same pinch hit decision, same whatever, regardless of where we are. And like, oh, if we like get really lucky and get a win, then like that's great, but who cares if not? So that's always frustrating to see. It's always sucks losing to the Astros, sucks losing a game or finishing a game on a check swing. I just think that should be illegal. That was so heartbreaking.
It's tough.
Yeah. Donaldson's kind of not good. It was really, really nice seeing Peraza last night. Like that first play of the game, Altuve ground out to him, and he made a sick play, and then another one later on in the game, and like those are beautiful and gives you hope. That huge, Glaber turned that sick double play. So there are some moments that are exciting, but it just doesn't have the right outcome. But, they're not getting shut out. Like, they are scoring and getting hits. I mean, it was also the worst thing last night when every post game after the game was like, oh, the wind, the roof. It's like, guys, that's so embarrassing. Like, that's not the reason you lost. You can't come out as a professional athlete and be like, oh, this is why we didn't win, not because I not because we didn't make our pitches or make the plays or get timely hitting. Like, that's such a lame
Baseball's
look.
such a long game.
Especially when you play in a stadium all year that doesn't have a roof. Like,
Yeah.
that's such a bad
Yeah.
look.
literally play with the wind
so
all year.
bad.
That makes
Like,
sense. I didn't even think of that.
yeah.
It's literally as if they had a meeting before and were like, all right, this is what we're all saying. Because it was back to back. It was Boone, it was Higgy, and whoever else just all said the same thing. And it was so bizarre. Like, I can't actually think that they think that. So that was just like salt on the wound of like, guys, just own up to it. Like,
Yeah.
Just be like,
That's-
on to game 3. Fuck
Yeah.
it, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just so. And you don't have to diminish Bregman's home run because Judge didn't hit a home run. I thought off the bat, Bregman's home run looked like a bomb. Like,
It did.
I didn't.
It went way back.
Yeah. Like, what? So that was bizarre. And like, that just makes us look so bad and so hateable, and like just gives the Astros so much more ammo to dunk on us after if they eliminate us. It's like so bad.
I feel you.
Yeah, you said something about the Yankees' inability to change as the series goes on. And I think that's something that we see a lot across professional sports in general is just, there are certain coaches or organizations, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, that when it comes to the playoffs, that they just refuse to bend from what they've been doing all of regular season. And I want to ask you guys, do you think that constantly changing your lineup or your game plan or your strategy is more beneficial in postseason? Or do you think that sticking with what got you X amount of wins in regular season and got you this far so far is the better avenue?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's a little bit of both. Obviously, you have a better knowledge of that or more feelings on it, but it seems like, a little bit you stick with what got you there and still believe in your guys and still give them the stability and the familiarity. But if it's not working, don't be afraid to switch it up and prove that you're trying to change the mojo around. Also, maybe this isn't weird and maybe you would have a good take on it, but it stood out to me when Bader didn't know until he got interviewed by Lauren Shahadi that he wasn't leading off. Yeah. That seems weird, but that could have, like, he could have walked into the clubhouse, like maybe he just broke up with his girlfriend and he had his head in his phone and like didn't get the chance to talk to someone, and then he went out and did press. So it could have been something weird like that, but it still seems bizarre that Boone or the bench coach or anyone didn't say like, hey, leading off tonight.
Yeah. I would assume that they sent out the lineup the night before or the morning of or whatever, because there's usually like an email that's sent out. This is who's pitching, this is who's playing. He might have just not looked at it.
Right.
Or I missed the Shahadi interview, but I know he didn't know or whatever.
Yeah.
He's probably just like preparing for the game.
Yeah.
Because it's game 160 whatever it is of the year. Like, you're just in the flow of the game. He's ready to go out and play center field and have his 4 at-bats, whether he's hitting 8th or 1st or 2nd, whatever. I think that just got blown up, but it's because it's like an un-Yankee thing. The Yankees are so like professional and buttoned up historically, and whenever there's like one little chink in the armor, everyone freaks out. It's like, what are the Yankees doing? But like,
so that's more on
Harrison
Bader than the coaching staff.
I think it was just like a slip up, you know? Honestly, I don't think it's like a ding on Boone or a ding on Bader. I think they were all just getting ready to do their job, and like where he was hitting in the order wasn't the most important thing ever. I don't know.
I saw there was a Boone quote that he said, the finalized lineup gets sent to every player. Some guys are more diligent about checking it. So, like, he literally, he probably just didn't get a chance to look before the interview. Like,
I think it also just gave some PTSD to Yankees fans when a couple years ago, like, Sevy didn't know what time the game was starting. So, like, he wasn't warmed up. And it's like, these seem like things that everyone should be rammed down your throat.
I also think, like you said, with the Yankees, shit like that happens all the time. It's the Yankees that, like, everything is so, it's like a microscope on, like, all of the little things because the Yankees are so buttoned up all the time. Shit like that happens all the time. There's a guy, like, running through, like, the tunnel downstairs, like, I don't have my fucking bat because I didn't know I was hitting right now. Like, it happens all the time.
You saw it. Did you guys see that, like, viral video of Marcus Semien this year in the
Yes.
dugout?
Yeah.
He's making hundreds of millions of dollars. He's an all-star. He's a great player. He's a great person. And everyone's like, oh, he didn't know he was supposed to hit. He's like, that's one of 600 at-bats he's going to have all year. He's human. Like, he's in the game. It's just like we have little human errors sometimes.
Yeah. It happens all the time. I think it's just you hear about things like that more with the Yankees because, one, their fans are so in tune with every little thing.
100%.
And like you said, they're so buttoned up, and there's so many eyes on them right now. It's just, I think it's just the situation that made it bigger. I don't think that's such like a normal
100%,
random thing.
100%. Harrison Bader showed up to the field, knew he was playing, knew he was going to be in there. He was just, everyone's got their own routine. Some people are like, okay, I'm here and yada, 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 I got to plan for this. But some people just show up and do it,
Yeah. It's like we have people here that like don't read Slack, don't read email. It's like
Straight up, right?
same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Not to call out Jack and Zoe, but like calling out Jack and Zoe.
Totally. They're still great teammates.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Everyone's got a down day. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, hot take, everyone. Who's winning the World Series? Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to put this on anyone. Who's going to be the matchup of the World Series? That you think? Right now.
In my delusional world, it's the Yankees and the Phillies. In the real world, I think it's going to be Astros and Padres.
Yeah. If I was going
Sam's just a vibe today, and I don't know what it is.
Trying to be honest.
She's like, I'm just going to keep it real today in the girls' room. I think that, it's hard to not pick the Astros because they're up 2-0, but like if the Yankees win tonight, it's a toss-up, or tomorrow. I think that the Padres are going to win that series, though.
Okay. Taylor, who you got?
I'm doing Astros Phillies.
Nice.
I think I'm doing Astros Padres. But here's the thing with the Astros, and I don't know if it's because I've been jaded because I've been around so many Yankees fans this entire season for the first time ever. There's something about the way that the Astros played the Mariners that just puts a question mark in my brain because the way that the Astros played the Mariners, yes, it was a 3-game sweep, but it was not an easy.
They were all close though.
Yeah.
It was not.
They played 4
It was
games.
not an Astros sweep. They literally played 4 games in 3 games.
Yeah.
And so I do think, and I've seen mistakes by the Astros in the first 2 games with the Yankees, and I think it's a matter of, I think the Astros are great, and I think that if they keep rolling, they will win the series. But I don't think that they're unbeatable.
Altuve doesn't have a hit this whole entire postseason.
Like, I genuinely think that, like I think the Mariners could have beaten them. I really believe,
yeah.
So that's my only, question mark of, it wouldn't surprise me if the Yankees beat the Astros. Just because, 1, of all the history. 2, of the way that the Astros played against the Mariners. And 3, the Yankees got to click at some point. Like
they're going to run into their homers and everyone
That'd be
will
awesome.
be hot.
Yeah.
We've seen what the Yankees can do.
Exactly.
They're just not doing it right now.
Exactly.
So.
But it's so short-sighted. They're a sick team. They've got guys having great years. It can happen. They just got to win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Got to win tomorrow.
All right, let's go into a quick little rapid fire of good energy, Matt energy. I wanted to mix this one up. Just literally list a bunch of random things. Get some good energy, Matt energy. First reaction, okay? Mm-hmm. Cool?
Cool.
And if you guys have any you want to throw in, let me know. Okay, skinny jeans, good energy, Matt energy.
Meh.
Ladies.
Sam's just going to disagree with everything we say. Meh? Okay, meh. Actually, good.
I think there's a time and place.
There's a time and place for skinny jeans.
I like that answer.
I like
think
that
there's a
answer.
time and place.
Okay, I like that answer. All right, good energy, Matt energy, candy corn.
Good.
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 Do we all like candy corn?
Wow.
Yeah.
Candy corn is so polarizing.
It's
I think
so
it's good.
polarizing.
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
never been in a room with everyone agreeing on
Yeah,
that.
it's just like pure sugar.
It
It's
is.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Just like solidified icing,
Yeah.
like frosting.
Straight
Yes, 1,000%. Okay, bottled still water.
Like regular
Just a bottle of water.
No, like when you go to a fancy restaurant and they ask, would you like sparkling, still, or tap?
I always just say I want tap water. Honestly, I don't do the sparkling or the bottled. I'm not that bougie.
Same.
Okay, so meh. Love that. Crotch grabs.
Way on them. Way on them.
Why?
I think the first crotch grabber I remember as a baseball player was Steve Finley, and he played for the D-backs in 2000, 2001-ish. And he was a sick player, 400 career homers, center field, gold glove. He would always get into hit, and he's giving, a huge crotch grab, You look up the video, I swear to God. And I was always like, that guy's cool. He rakes. I love that. And then I had a jokey like I was grabbing my crotch in like one of those 2020 COVID games where like no one's in the stands.
Or it didn't matter.
And like the camera just happened to be directly on me, and I was like grabbing my crotch, like looking at one of my teammates. And so I'm a fan. How do you guys feel?
Wait, hold on.
I think you just swayed me towards.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna go against.
Yeah,
But
let me back up.
Did
So
that
do
change your mind?
you associate, like, as a young kid, did you associate crotch grabbing with success in baseball?
I think just baseball in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a thing that I saw baseball players doing. It's like spitting, you know? Like you see
Yeah.
baseball players like spitting.
So
So you're like, that's cool. I'm going to do that. Just being young. And
it feels like part of the game,
The
at
game.
that
Part of the
point.
deal, yeah. You know? There are some things I feel like in baseball we just get like sucked into accepting as okay or accepting as cool. And that was one of them for 5-year-old me.
I'm good with it.
I'm
How
fine
you
with
guys
that.
feel?
I'm fine.
I
Because
mean,
you guys seem like you were off the whole
I'm
crotch
not
grab.
gonna lie. I kind of was off it. Like, I think there is like a limit of how many crotch grabs we can do, and then it's just like
Completely.
you're like
It gets weird.
like yeah, like why
Yes.
why do you keep doing that?
Oh no, I mean like a sporadic one every once in a while.
So let me ask you this: what about crotch grabbing in other professional sports?
Oh, you mean like grabbing other people's crotch? Because that's not cool ever.
On record, not cool ever.
You know?
No, I mean like
In football.
like in
soccer.
football, in soccer, in basketball. Like, it's weirder in basketball.
Yeah, it is, but they're not wearing cups. I think it comes from the cup thing in baseball. So maybe I just associated crotch grabbing with baseball too much, because I guess you can crotch grab anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, like what about crotch grabbing on like a regular day at the mall in public?
Not cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
On the baseball field and on the baseball
baseball
field.
field.
Good
only.
energy.
Yeah.
Off, meh. Okay, noted. This one's gonna piss Taylor off. Wrong jerseys at sporting events.
You know how I feel about this. Immediately no. Immediately no. This is my stipulation. If you're wearing, you can wear either team, or if you have a jersey of a player that used to be on a different team and is now on one of these teams. Or if you go to a D-backs game wearing a Suns jersey, I'm fine. But don't go to a D-backs Rockies game wearing a Cubs jersey.
Yeah. It
Hate it.
seems out of place. I agree.
Just be neutral.
I think that's weird going to a D-backs game in a Suns jersey. That would bother me more than another baseball team.
But like it's still the city.
I understand. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like you're at the wrong sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You wouldn't go to like a Celtics game in a Red Sox jersey or like something.
I think
random
that's more
like
out of
that.
place.
Yeah, it's out of place, but you're like still repping the town, so I get it. But a different team, super whack.
I'm
for
out.
me.
Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Man.
Fair.
Team
Okay, this was in JM in the AM. Shout out, plug, John Boy Media Entertainment. Snow crabs going extinct. Did you guys hear about this?
Okay, are they extinct or is there literally just a million of them missing?
Okay, so this is what I'll say. Basically, snow crab season is canceled.
Okay.
The reason why it's canceled is because over a million of the snow crabs, or more, I think it's like way more than a million actually. It's like 70 million or something like that. Snow crabs just disappeared. That's the terminology they're using. Disappeared. Like almost 90% or a little over 90% of the entire snow crab population is gone.
90%.
90%.
That's scary.
That's a lot.
So
I wonder if they're like hanging in a trench somewhere.
Yeah, like we got him this time, boys.
yeah, just like
yeah.
fuck off Joe's Crab Shack. Yeah.
Or like, were we miscounting this whole time?
Yeah.
Like, how were we counting them in the first place?
I don't know.
Like, how do we know?
We need more info.
But the
Yeah.
entire season's just canceled, so you can't get snow crabs this year.
I'll be fine. I don't eat crabs, so
I love
it
crab.
doesn't affect me.
Yeah. So you're gonna be affected.
I'm gonna be affected. I'll just eat like Dungeness crab or blue crab, like a different kind of crab.
Okay.
King crab.
There are a lot of crabs.
A lot of
Okay.
crabs. Crabs are bad.
No context. Just okay. Photos at JCPenney's. Good energy, Matt energy.
I don't know what this means.
Okay.
What do you mean you don't know what this means?
Do you know what JCPenney's is?
Yeah.
Okay. You know they have like a photo studio.
No.
So like when you were a kid, like your parents would take you for
Like
did you ever-
professional photo portraits?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like in a studio, and they have one in JCPenney.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh yeah. So
I'm gonna say meh.
well, I'm gonna say good.
You're on them.
How-
I wouldn't do it, but like if that's your vibe, go for it.
I
for
plan on
sure.
doing it at Thanksgiving with my sister.
How old are we doing it
Now.
Today.
today?
Well,
Are you doing
Is it
it
a
like
bit?
mockingly?
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
or
yeah.
as a bit? It's the funniest thing on earth.
I agree.
Like taking really cheesy photos
I agree.
is so funny.
Yeah.
But if you're being serious, then I'm a little scared for you.
You're doing it like for your mom, right?
I'm being serious that I'm going to do it, but in a joking way.
Then it's funny, and I'm in.
Then it's a bit. Then it's dope.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just put that in there just for validation for me. Okay. Few more. What do we got on spit cups?
Like a spitter.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting. Have you ever accidentally drank from a spit cup?
No.
Have you?
College.
No, I have not.
This is the worst experience of my entire
Seems
life.
like a Southern problem.
Yeah, that's some gross Tennessee shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You had to do
No, it
that.
was all the baseball players.
I know, gross Tennessee shit. But gross baseball shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a spitter cup guy, but I don't dip or anything really. So
Yeah, so you don't have...
Yeah, but like if you're someone who dips, then you like kind of need it, or else it's rude. So I think that there's a place for them in the world, but like don't drink out of them ever. They got to be like labeled or like obviously brown or gross.
I used to be a bartender, and people would ask me for a plastic cup and napkins, and I'd be like,
Napkins,
"You're
yeah.
so gross." And then
So
they're sitting at the bar just
disgusting.
spitting, like at the bar,
It's gross.
disgusting.
where
Yes,
other
for sure.
people are eating and drinking, and I'm like, "You're nasty." But like, what are they supposed to do? Like you said,
Right.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, I think that they're a necessary evil, or else they're spitting under your bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
later.
that's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Frogs.
Necessary evil.
What about frogs?
As a whole,
Just a whole?
Great energy.
Frogs.
yeah, I love
Obviously.
frogs.
Cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
We
That
love
was was
nature.
actually a test of whether or not you were gonna be able to like
Oh,
go with
wow.
John Boy. Yeah, because if you said you didn't like frogs, then like you're literally never gonna vibe here.
The mascot of this
Brutal.
company.
No, no,
Literally
we're
the
on
mascots of frogs.
We're on frogs.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Not dressing up for Halloween. Good? Meh.
Despicable.
I don't care because I'm not a Halloween Summer One fan, but so I'm indifferent. But it's always more fun to play into it and dress up.
Yeah, I think if you're not a Halloweeny person, I think that you can still participate.
Yeah.
In like some way, shape, or form. Like I just wore onesies for years, you know. Like
Easy.
you can still hop on the train without like painting your whole body, and I have a hair in my mouth. Like just doing
Yeah.
the whole thing, but like. I think it's lame if you're like just I'm not doing it at
Yeah.
all, you know. Like if you show up to
If you
a
put it down.
Halloween party and no costume, like you should have stayed home.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, if you're choosing to not dress up, then you need to stay home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Do
how I
not
feel.
come
Don't
to
be
a
that
Halloween
person.
event
Yeah.
in your regular
Don't
clothes.
yuck
I don't want to
everyone's
see you.
yum.
Yeah,
There's
that's how I
nothing
feel.
worse than going to a Halloween party and seeing someone dressed in normal clothes and you ask them, "What are you dressed up as?" Myself.
Yeah.
Why'd you
Stop.
come?
Like, you don't
Go
seem like
home.
that good of a
It's
time.
not funny.
Yeah, yeah. You could just say you're not fun.
Yeah. Like I suck as a person. Okay,
Yeah.
we get it. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome. All right, that was good energy. Met energy. Let's move on to the main event, the draft. Important things at a sporting event that only make sense to me. Mm-hmm. Cool. We're going to do a snake draft.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go first, and we'll just go around. Taylor, then you'll snake, and then we'll go back, and then you'll snake.
I'll be honest, I only have 3.
Same.
Okay.
Fine, let's
Yeah.
do 3. That's
Okay.
great.
Sam
Okay.
said she had 6, but only wanted to read 3 out loud.
Okay.
That's even a stretch.
Perfect. So let's do 3.
You want me to go first?
Go first.
I think that like an icy machine in the snack bar or anywhere, like any kind of icy slushy moment is like a huge separator of how cool your stadium experience is.
What kind of slushies are you talking? Like ices or slush? Like, are you talking like Coke cherry? Or are you talking
Yeah,
like
I'm
blue
talking about,
raspberry
like,
from the
blue
lunchroom?
raspberry. No, I'm talking about like icy machines that you'd like see at a movie theater. Mm-hmm. You like go get half blue, half red, big ass cup with the dome on top. You can suck on that for like 4 innings or 2 quarters or whatever sporting event you're at. Like that's more enjoyable than getting like a beer or a soda for me.
Will they have that in the players, like in the clubhouse?
A
slushie machine?
Not usually. Not like in the, not in like the clubhouse.
Yeah.
But if you're there as a fan, as a spectator,
Yes.
dog, the best.
I can't remember the last time I saw an icy machine at a sporting.
Well, like I love
event.
getting like a Rita's or an Italian Ice at a minor league park.
There
Like
you
that's
go.
Yeah.
bliss.
Yeah, 100%. They're
Okay.
different everywhere. It might be Rita's, it
Yeah.
might be icy,
Okay.
it might be slush puppy
Totally
or
agree with
whatever.
that.
But I
Okay.
think that really plays.
I like that. I would agree with that. Okay, good first pick.
Hell yeah.
Mine is wide steps in stadiums. Honestly, I will hate a stadium or a sporting event if the steps are narrow.
Just because it causes congestion.
No, just because it's more thought that has to go through my head of like walking down the stairs.
Okay.
Because think about it. If the steps are like this big and you got popcorn, Coke, and like you're like directing a child,
100%.
you're like,
And there's
there.
40 other people on
and
the
there's
stairs.
40,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh god, like what? I have size 9 feet. That's not like a
I
big
got
foot, but
14.
like I worry. Yeah, like I worry. Am I gonna slip off? Is my
worry.
foot gonna fit on the step? Wide steps. That's my big one.
I could not agree more. I love that pick.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. First pick.
Okay. Mine's gonna be a good hot dog.
Brother.
That was a layup.
Yeah, so I took it.
Yeah, no, and as you should, as you
Love
should.
that.
What goes in to making a hot dog the best hot dog?
I always forget the brand that I like. My mom will know. I think it's maybe. I think I always had like a boiled hot dog.
Ah, okay.
So like it's not like I don't want to hear like a crunch.
Yeah, you don't want it like.
Like,
from
I don't
the
like a
grill,
crunchy skin. Yeah.
You want
You
like,
like a-
Like almost like a melt in your mouth.
Like a dirty water dog.
like
yeah.
a Hebrew national.
Yes.
Like straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so with you. I love a glizzy. Love a tube steak.
I think that's my number one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be mine too.
He's like, damn, should have taken that one first overall. All
So
right.
I go 2, right?
Yeah, you got 2.
Okay, my first one is good beers on draft.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it's like Bud Light,
Yeah.
Budweiser on draft. Like I want a good IPA on draft.
Okay.
So when a venue has a good bar that has really good options on draft, like a nice IPA, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Straight
Because
up.
cans, you hold it, it gets warm. Like I can drink way faster out of a cup than I can out of a can, and I'd rather have a draft because it tastes better.
Totally.
Okay.
That's my first one.
That's a good
Cool.
one.
And my second one is parking lots, not parking garages.
I was literally about to say parking stolen.
I hate parking garages. Like I
Yeah.
will avoid them at all costs. I think
Yes.
it's way too much. I understand their purpose, but I think it's way too much congestion.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just walk into my car and start driving.
And leave.
Straight
Yeah.
up, yeah. Like
Yeah.
on the
Flat ground.
Flat ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
those
a
are
good
my
one.
those are my
And it's
first
so
two.
hard to remember where you park. You're like, oh, I'm on like.
Yeah, my
8F,
like
yeah.
yeah.
And there's 47 staircases, and you're like, oh no, we went one too high. And no, I don't want to have to worry about it. I know where my car is.
And it's got to be near the stadium. I hate like walking half an hour
Yeah.
to get to where I'm going.
Yeah.
Can I also be completely honest? When it comes to parking garages, there's something in my mind that doesn't click about how you go up one way and down the other. I'm
It's a
like,
labyrinth.
that's where I always lose my car because I'm like, okay, I'm on up 8, but right now I'm on down 8
8,
level.
yeah.
So I'm on 8, but like, where the hell's my
Where
car?
am I?
Yeah.
Like, where am I? I just that I just needed to get that out off my chest. I've been kind of holding that for years. Sam, what's your number 2?
Okay. I think I maybe said this on the episode when I came back from Canada when I went to Rogers Center, and they had water filler upper, like fountains, but like the one you just stick
For
your
your
bottle
water
under.
bottle.
Yeah, and I thought that was so kind, because then you only had to buy one bottle of water. You know,
Which
to
is nice because it's like 10
chug
bucks.
a bottle. Yeah, if it's like hot and then someone have to chug a bottle of water, go wait in line, buy another bottle, you can just go fill it up at your leisure. And I thought that was really nice of the Rogers Center. So
That's a
I'd
good
like
one.
to see that implemented in every place.
That's a good one.
That's what I got.
That's a good
that.
one. So this is kind of more so about the team of the sporting event. It really means a lot to me when the teams that are playing that I'm pulling for have colors that I already own. Like
Okay.
team colors that I already own. So I don't have to buy a jersey. I don't have to buy a shirt. Like if it's like the Yankees is great because it's like,
Wear some
Blue, white, gray.
Right.
Simple.
right, Mets, I don't have orange. I don't have.
Little harder.
I don't have. I mean, I have UT orange, but it's a different orange, and I don't even want to get into that. It just means a lot to me. So that's gonna be my number 2. Yeah, like the stair thing. That's really important, but also owning reasonable colors in my
Gotcha.
closet.
I got you.
I like
Cool.
it.
I have like a team shop one.
Ooh,
I think that like not all team shops are created equally, as you guys would probably
Correct.
agree.
Yeah.
I think that like the team shop should be so easy to like find the jersey that you want, or like if you're a Mets fan and you love the black one, like you should be able to get a black Mets jersey for whatever player you want to. Like you should be able to find a Dominic Smith jersey. I don't care if he's up, down, around, whatever. Like it should be very easy to get articles of clothing that support the team that you want. Sometimes you go places and it's like they just have one, like the best player's jersey, that's it. I think that it should be very easy to get whatever jersey you want or like whatever shirt you want.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It should be easy.
I think at Truist Park, if I'm remembering correctly, they have like a conveyor belt jersey thing that you can
I've seen
get
those before.
any
Like
player.
custom?
Yeah, you can get any player.
That's
You
dope.
get
That
custom. Like they should. Like that's a really good point.
That's dope. Yeah, that's a good one.
Braves are very fan friendly
Yeah.
in that regard, I feel like.
That's good. And what's your third and last pick?
Peanuts, but like in the shell peanuts. I think that those, I love eating peanuts. I don't know if you guys are allergic or don't like peanuts.
I like peanuts.
I like peanuts.
But if they have if I'm at a baseball game or a basketball game or a football game or any type of game or whatever, and they have peanuts that I can just like break open, drop the shell down, and like eat like I'm at Five Guys, I'm a huge fan.
I like that.
I like that too.
That's a
I feel
good
like
one.
it's not as common as it
It
should
isn't.
be.
It's not.
It's not, and it should be.
It took me and my mom forever to find peanuts at the Yankees game.
Really?
Shame.
It's a southern thing too.
They should always just be on the little clips right at the front of a concession stand.
Couldn't find them at any concession stand. Had to
Shocking.
go to a beer stand to find them,
Interesting.
which is very interesting. Good, yeah, good vibes. Okay, my last pick is obvious pick: Coke products over Pepsi products.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
All day.
anywhere.
All day.
Everywhere.
There's nothing more frustrating than saying I'd love a Coke, and they're like, perfect, we have Pepsi,
Yeah, Pepsi.
and I'm like, that's not the same. There's no part of me that's like, oh yeah, that's great.
I think the bigger discrepancy is Sprite and Sierra Mist. Brutal. Sierra
Yeah.
Mist is not good.
it's not it.
Yeah, I'd rather have Sprite without a doubt.
A nice spicy Sprite.
Spicy.
Spicy Sprite. Yo, Sprite out of the fountain is like a different.
Fountain-
Spicy.
Deal.
Fountain every soda is
Oh,
the best.
yeah. I agree.
Spicy.
God, yeah, you're right. Fountain soda is just better.
Yeah.
I like
Wonder why
that.
is.
All right. Sam?
Okay, so my last one is I much prefer a stadium that's in the thick of it. Like, not that there was a thread on Twitter that someone sent me the other day, and it was kind of like aerial views of stadiums when it's just surrounded by concrete parking lots, which again I prefer over garage, but that it's just nothing around.
Dodger Stadium.
Like Kansas City.
I
No,
think-
Dodger Stadium's in the thick of shit.
I'm talking about like Fenway or
Dodger Stadium's
like,
on top of a hill.
I know, but it's like right in the middle of the city.
There is a lot of parking lot that is surrounding. I was trying to just search the thread. That's why I was on my phone.
But there's no
Um,
bars.
Like Philly.
Oh, you mean
Fenway.
like direct ancillary business?
Yeah,
That
like-
like doesn't have
like-
parking around it.
like
like
Wrigley.
accessibility.
Like
Yes.
where you can walk out and go into a bar like
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you meant like the location of
No,
where it is.
no.
You mean what's around it?
Yes,
Type.
that it's not. Yeah, just like on an island with just like 5,000 miles of parking around it.
I got you.
But yeah, you're like just
You've been
right
to Kansas City?
there.
Uh-uh.
No, I
Football
want
or
to.
baseball? It's just like out.
Yes, that's what I don't like.
It's like MetLife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you go to a Giants game or a Jets game,
Yeah.
there's literally nothing around.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
miles of
Just
parking
like
lot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's cooler when
That's
there's
yeah.
stuff around.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
one.
tried to find that tweet thing. Oh shoot! I have a thing. I have a prop.
You got to get that.
Excuse me for one moment.
Go get it.
Okay, Taylor.
I'll do
what's-
my
yeah.
last one. My last one is when you can't see the game from the concourse. Like, I want to be able to be getting a soda and still be able to be like, oh shit, like there's a runner on second.
I love that.
And that's like my big beef with basketball stadiums. Is because the second you go up those stairs, you
You're
don't
out.
see the game.
Yeah,
You're
in
out.
a different building.
You're somewhere else.
That's a good.
And that's
Such a
tough.
good one.
And like I know why they have it like that at basketball
Yeah.
stadiums, obviously, but some baseball stadiums are like that. And
Yeah.
it's tough.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Like I love City Field. You can walk all the way around and basically see
the
the
whole-
entire
Everything.
time.
That's a great
City
one.
Field, sneaky cool stadium. Love playing there. I think it's cool.
It's dope.
I also really like this. Kind of is the same thing, but I kind of hate how, I mean, many things about the Trop, but like when you walk into the Trop, you just kind of enter into like a rotunda lobby that you can't see anything. The kind of like the same thing. I also kind of feel like that happens at City Field.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk into that. It's just pretty, but I'd like to just see
What's
see
going on?
see the action right
See what I
away.
Yeah, Trop's tough.
Yeah,
All
so many
around.
things. So many things about that.
everything head to toe.
Yeah,
Just tough. Well, great draft, guys.
yeah.
Go team.
I mean, that's all I have.
Would you like to see my prop?
Yeah,
I showed
Sam's
Taylor
been
'cause I
talking
couldn't
about
wait.
this.
I think
yeah.
this was like 2 episodes ago. The nerds.
You brought them.
I bought the nerds.
Okay, you got to tell Cole about the story.
Yeah. What were we?
Definitely does.
We were
look
talking
like
about
birth
Halloween
control.
candy.
Oh yeah. And I think we're talking about like Halloween candy we liked, or maybe
Yeah.
That's how we got onto nerds. So then before that episode, I was at the grocery store and I saw that and I was like, I have never seen. It looked like a pack of birth control, and I've never seen them separated by color.
I've seen it.
okay.
Yeah.
And I thought it was amazing.
That's incredible.
So
That
fun.
you are very right. I would see that in the store and be like, birth control.
Yeah, and I love that it's color coordinated.
That's beautiful. On the top of nerds and Halloween candy, have you guys ever had nerds gummy clusters?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the ropes.
Fire.
It's rope clusters.
The
Yeah.
ropes, but in like a little
I
ball
did
form.
have one.
Yo,
have
So
I think it's my favorite candy.
really
Yeah.
hot take.
Hot take.
Okay.
Are you candy over chocolate guy?
I don't like go out of my way to eat either that often, but yeah, I'm not like a huge chocolate person. Like I'll eat chocolate, but I'm never like, ooh, I'm just craving.
Yeah.
Oh, look, and you spin this to know what color
No
you want.
way.
Wow,
This is
Pink.
brilliant.
That's so cool.
that's big time. Imagine showing up to like middle school with one of those.
Oh,
Oh my
yo, you're the shit.
Yeah.
What color you want?
Pass 'em
That's
around.
So cool.
I have one more baseball question for Cole.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions for Cole.
Yeah,
now
because
ask him. He's on the spot.
Yeah, true. Because I used to work for the D-backs, I talk a lot about that organization. I know you spent time in Reno this year.
So yeah,
How do you feel about the D-backs farm system?
it's really really good.
That's what I've been
I
saying.
think that they're in a really good spot because they have a bunch of guys who are like AAA, 4A, big league ready who are really good. They just got to find out who they're gonna like pick to go forward with. They have like 6 or 7 outfielders that are probably really good. They have like Corbett Carroll, Stone Garrett, Jake McCarthy, Dalton Barshow who can catch. And in AAA they have Dominic Canzone who's really good. Dominic Fletcher, younger brother of David Fletcher, little dude on the Angels. They're both
Fan
really
favorite, David
good.
Fletcher.
Yeah, David Fletcher. His little brother's awesome. Best poker player I've ever seen in my life.
I love hearing that in my ear.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I think they're gonna be
Sam,
great.
throw it over here.
They keep drafting. They get like a $7 million high school kid every year who has been turning out to be pretty good. I think Jordan Lawler's gonna be good. They're gonna be fine, and the pitching staff's nuts. All those guys that they brought up at the end of the year this year. I think the D-backs.
I've been saying 2025.
20. It could happen sooner than that. It could happen after that.
I'm trying to be safe. 2025.
Yeah, fair,
I think
fair.
Yeah.
they're actually going to be like a threat in 2025 because I think all those
Probably will
pitchers
be.
are going to be up, and I'm excited. And I always say that on the show that I think their farm system's so good. So I just need verbal confirmation from someone who's seen it.
Inside the walls.
They have good people over there, really good people
Yeah.
over there. I grew up a D-backs fan. I was at the World Series in 01.
Tough for some people in this room.
Yeah, I know. Tough for my dad. My dad's a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
So our house was like
Divided.
Weird person. Well, unless you guys have anything else you'd like to discuss, that's all I got for an episode of The Girls Room. Cole, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. What a time.
Yes.
Sorry,
Anytime.
everyone out there who's
Yeah.
pissed that I'm in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, Jake's going to be super jealous, so we'll have to make sure we rub it in his face.
Totally.
Yes.
Perfect. Well,
All day.
that's all we got for Girls Room. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.